What's up everybody, my name's Chance and today we're going to be playing a Nikya's Dinos decks. Cause that's 12 trample damage. They're just going to take it in the face. What a champ, what a fucking champ. I think we're going to go Rhythm of the Wild, next turn go Ranging Raptors. Oh thank god it was an opt and not a fucking Spell Pierce. That's right, we're taking a very interesting Gruul card, Nikya of the Old Ways, and smashing it together with Naya Dinos. So today's deck's just going to be fun. I'll probably do some more of the Mythic grind later today. It's just I gotta work in the morning, so I'm actually recording this video a day early, trying to get ahead. So yeah, we're going to hop right into the deck tech or the deck breakdown with this fun-ass Dino deck, and then we'll get into the game. So kicking us off, we have two Snubhorn Sentries, just two little Triceratops? I'm not sure. It looks like a Triceratops is what it's modeled after. Moving on to the 2-drops, we have two Otepec Huntmasters to help us get our dinosaurs down quicker, as well as being able to give haste to big old dinos like Carnage Tyrant, Zetalpa, Zacama, Ghalta, you know, all the big boy dinos you want to be smashing them in their faces. And then we have the ever so trusty Raptor Hatchling coming down at a 1/1 with the Enrage effect. Whenever it's dealt damage, create a 3/3 green dino creature token with trample. So fairly good for 2 mana. Moving us along, we have 3 copies of Ranging Raptors to help us ramp up to the mana that we need to cast Nikya and Zetalpa and Zacama and Ghalta and Carnage and all these big fun beasties. We have 4 copies of Savage Stomp because I absolutely love this card. I think it's fantastic. Sure, does Nikya make it to where it can't be used anymore? 100%. But I'll use every single copy of Savage Stomp the second I get it, you know, if Nikya is not out yet. So 100% Savage Stomp, worth it. You'll probably want to drop to like 2 or 3 copies so you're not getting flooded, but I love the card. So then we have 2 copies of Thrashing Brontodon to deal with any enchantments or artifacts that our opponents may be, you know, using as a key piece in their deck. So like an Immortal Sun or an Ixalan's Binding that comes down on our Zacama or Zetalpa. Moving us along to our other 3-drop, we have 2 copies of Rhythm of the Wild to hopefully get our dinos down. One, uncounterably, I don't think that's a word, get our dinos down without being countered, and then 2, gives them Riot, so just makes all of your dinos that much stronger. Then we have 3 copies of Forerunner of the Empire, pretty much a staple card in any dino deck. Allows you to dig into your deck from anywhere, find a dino card, reveal it, and put it on the top of your library. Also, whenever a dino enters the battlefield on your side, you can have Forerunner deal 1 damage to each and every creature. So it's essentially a board wipe effect, which is, you know, boss. Awesome boss sauce. I don't know. Don't ask me where I was going with that. But moving along, we have 2 copies of Needletooth Raptor. Again, this is some great removal. Whenever it's dealt damage, it deals 5 damage to target creature an opponent controls. So if you can have a Needletooth down and a Forerunner, that's 6 damage essentially to a targeted creature your opponent controls, which is a lot of damage. They'll need something like a Carnage Tyrant, something that's hexproof or something that's really beefy to avoid getting taken out by them. Moving down, we have 2 copies of Naya the Stampede to make all of our dinos cost a little bit less. So say we're having a hard time with Nikya, maybe we played one and one died and they discarded the other one from our hand or something along those lines. Naya the Stampede can help us still play this super costly dino deck without being like, well, I need you know, 7 more lands and I'll be at Ghalta. So she helps us bridge that gap a lot. So then we do have 1 copy of Domri. I just sort of sprinkled him into the deck as I do think he's fantastic. And there's this cool little synergy you can do. I want to go ahead and mention it just in case I don't have a chance to do it in the game, where you have Domri on the board and you have Forerunner of the Empire and Zacama in your hand. Again, very situational, but it's happened to me twice now, so I feel like it deserves a mention. What you do is you play the Forerunner, then you play the Zacama, so you untap all of yours, and since you just played Forerunner, you'll have moved a dino to the top of your deck. Then you use Domri's -3 and you pull the dino into your card, and you can play, you know, essentially 3 creatures then, because once Zacama comes down, it it untaps all lands that you control. So pretty cool little synergy there if you do manage to have it set up. Like I said, it's probably very situational, and the fact that I've gotten it twice was probably me just being lucky, but you know, if it does happen, there you go. So for 5 mana, we have 3 copies of Nikya of the Old Ways. We can't cast non-creature spells, well that's fine because we just have a whole lot of Dinos. And whenever we tap a land for mana, add 1 mana of any type that land produces. So essentially every land produces 2 mana, or 1 extra mana if your land already produces 2 mana. So yeah, it makes things like Zacama, which costs 9 mana, you know, be able to come down for 5 land and still have 1 left over, which is pretty crucial because whenever he comes down and you untap all 5 land, you'll essentially have, what, 10 more, so you'll have 11 mana to work with then. So yeah, Nikya plus Dinos is what we're going for. That's why we do have 3 copies of Nikya. 4 copies I've thought about, but it seems to get a bit absurd, and I draw too many Nikyas into hand while having a Nikya on the board. So nonetheless, we'll move on. We have 2 copies of Carnage Tyrant. This is to help us against those control bastards that just like to counter and remove everything we have. Hopefully Carnage Tyrant will get to stick it out in those. Obviously board wipe will still affect Carnage Tyrant, but you know, let's make them use those board wipes hopefully earlier, or you know, the Carnage Tyrant is in here to deal with the control fuckers. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and we're kind of screwed anyways. But if it does, wonderful. It's going to be a lot harder to remove Carnage Tyrant than any old regular Dino. So, moving us down, we have 1 copy of Zetalpa Primal Dawn. So, flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible. You know, if there's an ability, pretty much, this Dino's got it. So, for 8 mana, comes down as a 4/8 flying creature. Fantastic. They have to exile it, right? Or they have to flip it back into your hand, but they can't destroy it. So then we have 2 copies of Zacama. I do feel like 2 copies of Zacama is preferable over 2 copies of Zetalpa, as playing Zacama down allows you to restack your lands, right? So you can play a Zacama and a Zetalpa in the same turn, given you have a Zacama, you know, to play first, and then the Zetalpa. However, you wouldn't want it to be the other way around, where you have more Zetalpas than Zacamas, in my opinion. And then we do have 2 copies of the big old Dino King Ghalta, or is that Zacama? I'm not quite sure who the Dino King would be, but yeah, we have 2 copies of Ghalta. And then y'all know that my lands are semi-fuckish, so that's going to be it for the deck tech or the deck breakdown, and then we're going to hop right into our games. And here we are up against Thanos, the one, the only. That's a rough hand to keep, but I'm gonna keep it because y'all know I like going balls to the wall with my build. So we will throw down the cliff top first, so we can play the forest on the next turn and get down probably Otepec. Because if we can get down Otepec, then that means we can play Raptor Hatchling and Savage Stomp in the same turn, which is obviously ideal. There's a Rhythm of the Wild, which is nice if we can get it out. Ooh, our opponent's playing Gruul, and there's their Raptor Hatchling. So that was a really good play to play Otepec first, because now we play Raptor Hatchling. And then we play Savage Stomp. Then we get a 3/3. Sure, they get a 3/3 as well. But then we make our 3/3 have haste. Now we see if they want to trade their 3/3. They do not. So we'll still have the Raptor Hatchling to defend against theirs. And create us another 3/3 Dino, which is, you know, obviously going to be beneficial to us. So we're doing good thus far. Things we need: more land. Honestly, just give me more land. I'll take a Rhythm of the Wild into a Needletooth. Yeah, sure. It's gonna make me wait a turn for it, but I guess that's okay, right? So I think here we just defend. We don't want to give their Ranging Raptors a chance to attack and be damaged, not have any damage dealt back to it, so let's just wait. We get 3 mana next turn anyway, so there's There's our Rhythm into Needletooth. Or if we just draw another land, then we have Domri. That's not good that they got the Forerunner first, but it is good because every time they throw a Dino down and activate Forerunner, it'll be activating our Raptor Hatchling. So unless they activate it twice, you know, we're in good shape. Also, if we can get that Needletooth down, it means whenever they play their first Dino and damage our Needletooth, we'll kill their Forerunner, and all will be well in the world. I should stop toying with stuff. I'm down here fidgeting with my lighter because I'm just waiting on our opponent, and I'm excited to get these games done. And I'm kind of hot, if I gotta be honest. I had to turn my fan off, so, and it is getting. Oh, they have their own Needletooth. I like it. It's spicy. Passed it in. My turn. Okay, so there's a fourth land, but I think we still want to go Needletooth so we can kill their Forerunner. Alright, so we got our Needletooth down first. We can swing in with Needletooth, but they probably won't defend. Then again, they probably won't defend, right? So free 2 damage whenever they play a creature. Even more damage. So... or they just kill Needletooth. You know what? I'm just gonna wait. I don't like it. I don't like where we're sitting. So let's see how do they wanna go about this whole ordeal. So if they use Forerunner, it procs my dinos as well, which is wonderful. Same thing goes for me, but I don't have a Forerunner, so it's not my headache to deal with. Thank God. I don't want to wager whether or not that's worth it. But yeah, the first proc of Forerunner, and we get to get theirs out of here, which is fantastic. So they are going to play their own Needletooth. Are they going to deal the damage? They do. They do indeed. Alrighty. He's already getting procced once. If you deal 5 more damage, it double procs him. Okay, so we'll kill their Forerunner. Resolve their Ranging Raptors. Their Needletooth will hit my Needletooth, and then we'll kill their Needletooth with my Needletooth, and then their Needletooth will kill something else. So we'll just have this little back and forth in this. Maybe go for their Raptor Hatchling, maybe Otepec. Otepec is pretty strong in a Dino deck. No, you're just going to wipe a... That's odd. All of that just to end up without a Forerunner or a Needletooth. Alright, sure. So if we draw into a land, then we have the big old Carnage T, which is awesome and excellent. Almost fused those 2 words into one. Oxcellent, or... I don't know. I'm not even going to try. Okay, so they're going to use Savage Stomp on their own Raging Raptors to draw out some more lands. Cool, cool. Does make getting Carnage Tyrant, excuse me, does make getting Carnage Tyrant a bit harder, but, well, I guess not now that we have Domri, right? So let's definitely go ahead and throw down Domri, and I think we minus him. Ranging Raptor and a Ranging Raptor. I won't say no to those 2. And then no attacks. They are flooded, which is kind of scary, right? Because it means they have a lower chance of drawing lands now and in the future. Another Raptor Hatchling. And a Charging Monster Source. Okay, so Domri can die here for sure. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I think we say no blocks, right? Because Domri's dead. Like, dead.
Any skirmish you can walk away from, right?
Ooh. That's a Ghalta. So unfortunately we can't play Rhythm of the Wild plus Ranging Raptors. If we play Ranging Raptors, it brings Ghalta down to costing 5 mana, so I think we need, although if we can get Ghalta down with haste, all the better. And I think we can survive out one more turn, right? 2 more turns, depending on how long this takes. Commune with Dinos. Okay. So they're going to get to look at a lot of cards. Let's hope they don't hit a dino. Maybe they hit a land. Thrashing Brontodon. Well, that's unfortunate, right? Because he's just going to, or they're just going to sacrifice the Brontodon for my Rhythm of the Wild. Which I guess isn't bad, right? They paid 5 mana to deal with something that I paid 3 mana for. It's not terrible. It's not fantastic, but it's not terrible. Do we just take the 5 to the face? I think so. We want to keep Ghalta low in cost, so... I mean, trading out the Raptor Hatchling does make him cost 1 less, to where he costs 6. But we drew a tap land anyways, so... I guess it don't really matter. Alright, we can block him on this turn, though. Can we? Do we? Shan't we? Maybe not. Maybe we still just let it ride. They have 1 card. They have 1 card to best us with. And then here comes the big boy Ghalta. And if that's not good enough, we'll get Carnage T down. Not to be confused with Cardi B, the long distant relative of Carnage T. Crested Herd Collar. Not bad, not bad. I wish I had more, what is it, Verdant Sun's Rebirth or something like that? The dino that every time you cast a creature, you get the toughness and health given back to you. Which is, it seems fucking crazy, but also awesome. Alright, take me down to 10. Whatever. I don't care. So that's my Ghalta. Or we can go Carnage Tyrant this turn. Yeah, I kind of like that better. Let's go Carnage Tyrant this turn, so next turn we can play a Ghalta and a Thrashing, or a Ghalta and a Ranging. Something in that shape or form or fashion. This should keep them. Ripjaw Raptor is excellent, but hopefully the Carnage will keep them at bay. They may just swing in with everything, which would be kind of rough for us, but we'd still get Ghalta down, so all's well that ends well is what I say. And really they can't attack with a Raptor Hatchling, right? Because my Raptor Hatchling just straight up beats them. Okay, so we can cast Nikya and Ghalta here. We just have to make sure to tap right. So green and red, and that doesn't matter, and that doesn't matter, and that doesn't matter. So that's our 5. And then we have the 2 for Ghalta. Thanks to Nikya. So, haha. Now our boards look a little bit more equal. Sure, I'm down 5 health, but I got big boy Ghalta and semi big boy Nikya and big boy Carnage T out. Sure, kill your own Raptor Hatchling. I'm getting more benefits out of this. Take action. We have plenty of planes down to play the Zetalpa, should we get him. Now they can... Oh no, they can't. I was about to say, they can re-proc that and kill my Raptor Hatchling, but they can't. They can't and they shan't. But they definitely can't attack. Right? My creatures are way too big. Ooh, that's what we wanted. Okay, so, as I was actually saying in the intro, how you could cast Zacama after casting other creatures to make sure you can cast more creatures, that's kind of what we're going to do right here. So, throw down Ranging Raptors. Then we throw down Zacama. Then we can throw down Thrashing Brontodon. But do we want to? Or would we rather just wipe their board? Let's see how far we can get with this. So bye-bye, Crested. Bye-bye, little tokens. I'll take out one more token, and I think I'm going to heal with the last little bit I have. That's 2, that's 3, so we can't cast Thrashing plus gain life, and I think I'd rather gain the 3 life. Yeah, and then we'll go no attacks. Next turn we'll finish wiping their board, and then we'll swing in. That way we can guaranteed finish them off. Forerunner, I'm not afraid of him. Not at this point. I have Zacama. You can't even cast Zacama. I think I win. Unless they get a Polyraptor, that could be annoying, but I think we could deal with a Polyraptor. We have enough trample and all that. And they just pulled a Carnage Tyrant to the top, so obviously that's the best thing they got. We have another Ghalta in hand. Alright, so dealing 3 damages. Who are we killing? Let's go ahead and take out the Raging Swordtooth. And then let's take out the Charging Monstersaur. And I think that's it. Are we just going to keep taking out their creatures? I guess so. Sure, they can play a Carnage Tyrant here, and sure, they can proc the Forerunner, but it doesn't really do anything. It gets them a card draw, but it's going to create me another Dino, so I don't know if that's really what they want. Alrighty, it's what they want. Fine by me. Give me 2 more lands. That's like 4 more mana for me. I don't know if they're doing their math right on that. Alright, so we'll take it, and we'll take it. I could also probably get more damage out of Zacama if I tap the lands and I don't auto tap. Gonna do it again. Oh, he can actually take out my Raptor Hatchling here and some of my my little dinos over here. Can't take out anything really important though, so. And Raptor Hatchlings have now exhausted their use as they don't have any more basic lands. So, yeah, also we might only get in 2 games today considering how long this first one's taken. This is a lengthy one for sure. He does it, he deals the 1 more damage. Awesome sauce. Decline, decline. Because we can't get any more out. So at that point we're just sort of shuffling our deck around. What to do, what to do? Do they attack? I doubt it. Oh, they do. They do, they do. Wonderful. Well, let's definitely block with Ghalta, because Ghalta is a card we can replenish. And then let's just block with a little Dino token. Let's block with this little Dino token. Okay. Well, I thought they might have a combat trick there at least, but no, they're just going for the card draw and trying to draw out more land so they can hit whatever secret weapon they have, although I haven't really seen anything too secret weapony about their deck, so we may just have bigger, better, battered dinos, right? It may just have been over before it even started. Yeah, so we have plenty of mana to wipe their board with now. Everything except for Carnage T, but, you know, whatever. He can't stop everything. We'll have 28 damage, trample damage, 28, 31 damage, all that can trample. Savage Stomp, oh, that works. Nice. So they take out my Zacama with their Carnage T. Well, thankfully we still have Nikya, so all of our double mana madness still works perfectly fine. And now I think we assert our dominance with Ghalta, because we have another one to play, right? They can't really defend this. So maybe we go in with Carnage T as well. Let's just go with Ghalta. Because that's 12 trample damage. They're just going to take it in the face. What a champ. What a fucking champ. Now, I could play another Ghalta down. That way it's untapped and can block, but... Alright. This is it. This is the last turn. Maybe. Charging Monster Sword is not good enough. So yeah, this will probably be the last turn. So we'll throw down a GG to him as we know this is probably the end. Yeah, they had one last Hail Mary swing. They may even get rid of Nikya. Sure. Oops. Okay, so there's the scoop. Game 1, we take down Thanos, and a hell of a lot easier than the Avengers did it too. But yeah, y'all can see why I've had so much fun with this deck. It's just an awesome deck, and getting down Zacama plus having Nikya on the board feels so good. So yeah, we'll go ahead and hop into a game 2 here. Bob the Icicle, gonna be our next foe. Ooh. I have anxiety about this hand. So much anxiety. Like if we draw a land and we draw a land every turn, we're fine. If we don't, we're fucked. Okay, well there is land, so we're fine. We're fine for now. We can get down to thrashing. We can have Savage Stomp ready, willing, and able to face smash. Dragon's Horde. We're up against a dragon deck. Drawing another copy of Nikya? Not really what I want to see. So they may Lava Cool our Thrashing here to save their Dragon's Horde if they think we may try to, you know. Obviously not though, because they've already cast. There's 4 mana. Here comes a dragon, Varix, maybe? Maybe? Demanding Dragon. Ooh, nice. So what we're actually going to do here is decline. We'll take the fob, no problemo. Then we'll use Thrashing to kill their Llanowar. And then we could use Thrashing to sacrifice into the Demanding. However, I don't like that. I'd rather keep my Thrashing and take out their Demanding, so I'll take 5 more damage from the Demanding. If it means I can keep my Thrashing alive. Sarkhan, okay. So that's not really a scary card to come down. And they're going for a loot. Let's see what they discard here. A land, okay. Maybe it'll come back to bite them in the ass, but for now we'll just have to wait and see. They're not gonna attack with Demanding Dragon, so that's awesome actually. So let's try and go Savage Stomp to the Demanding Dragon, see what they have in response. Nothing. Awesome, so that's probably a Sarkhan dead too. So next to combat, next to attackers. Next to damage. Awesome sauce. So Sarkhan's out of the way. Thrashing is huge, right? It's a 5/6 now, and we're getting a Raptor Hatchling down. So sure, we're down 5 health, but I feel like we're still in a very, very positive place. Now we just need some more to land. Get me the Knight of Stampede, the Needletooth, the Nikya, the Zacama Zetalpa. Give me some good stuff. Some of the bread and butter of these Dino decks. They're playing Gruul Dragons. Why Gruul? I just don't. Maybe for the ramp from the elves, but like it doesn't. And we got a Forerunner, so still no land. But we will swing in with Thrashing. Show them a little bit of that medicine they made us taste. And yeah, I guess we're rocking 3 land this game. It's not like I'm playing any less than 24, so I'm not sure how it's happening, but whatever. I guess this will do. What are they casting? The Bone Dragon? Oh. Okay, well that's nothing to play around with. That dragon can very, very really take us out. So yeah, that's like a 2-turn timer. Oh, this hurts. I can't pay the 2, and I can't get my creatures down quick enough. So on his turn, he attacks. Yeah, I think we just lose here, unfortunately, to the dragon's deck, because if we pay the 2, then obviously their creature kills us come next turn. But we'll need to get Forerunner down, so that way next turn we could get down the Needletooth, and of course deal double damage to it, so we could kill the Dargaz reincarnated. So that's just going to be a GG. Good game to our dragon foe. And it looks like we'll actually get time for a third match, because this one was relatively short. So we will go ahead and hop into another one. Aqualish. That's I like that name. It sounds fun to say. Aqualish. Alrighty, so I guess here it doesn't really matter too much. Trying to get to 3, 4, 5 mana. Hopefully it's not mono red that we're up against. Okay, so we want to go Guildgate here, even though it's looking like Clifftop is going to be entering tapped as well. Goblin Electromancer and a Rootbound Crag. Yes, now if you could just give me some shock lands or some basic lands, that would be fantastic. I'm perfectly fine with the 4 lands. Now if you just give me one more, that can make it to where these check lands can come down as they should, that would be fan-fucking-tastic. So if we do, well, we didn't. I was going to say, if we do manage to draw an untapped land, we can play Ranging Raptors plus Savage Stomp. But we didn't, so I think we're going to go Rhythm of the Wild, next turn go Ranging Raptors. Oh, thank God it was an opt and not a fucking Spell Pierce. Alright, so yeah, next turn we'll go Ranging Raptors into Savage Stomp, or we can just go Knight of Stampede, but I think we want to go Ranging Raptors, given the cards they have. Even if we draw another land out, I think we want to go Ranging Raptors double Savage Stomp, just to remove this madness that is culminating on my board currently. This Goblin Electromancer, Aven Windmage bullshit. Okay, so we did draw another land. Alright, so we go Ranging Raptor. Can't be countered, so hallelujah. Thank you, Rhythm of the Wild. Radical idea. Sure. That's fine. You can't escape. Can't escape the wrath. Do we play it with haste? I don't think so. Also, ooh, I miscalculated. We only have 2 sources of green mana, so we can't play both Savage Stomps here. But we can play one. And I think we take out the Aven Windmage. And we'll get another land. Unfortunately, it comes out tapped. Another source of green. We have double red, we have double white, so yeah, another green is fine. And this means we can get our Nikya or our Savage Stomp out before our Nikya come next turn. So fantastic. We'll be able to take out their Niv Mizzet, the Wizard Lizard, the Lizard Wizard, the Dragon Wizard, whatever it is. So boom boom. Now, they're probably going to deal 1 damage to our Ranging Raptor, so our Ranging Raptor is actually going to get proc twice. Whoa, no. I expected them to, so they would at least get a fair trade there, but they just dealt the 1 damage, so that's a little awkward, right? Alright, well, here comes Nikya. I think we want to go with a +1/+1 counter. I don't know what kind of spells they're running, but I can see them running Banefire. And then we'll swing them with our Ranging Raptor. They want to trade? Sure, I'll take a Goblin Electromancer for a Ranging Raptor any day of the week. Give me some more land. I have a Zetalpa coming for you next turn. And Zetalpa's coming down with haste. So that's 12 plus 6 is 18 plus 2. That's lethal. Well, not anymore, because they got a goddamn defender. But theoretically, we had lethal, which is a nice sentiment, right? Gutter Snipe. Kind of weird burn deck are you trying here, Aqualicious? Okay, so we can cast Knight of Stampede and Zetalpa. Fantastic. So yeah, let's just give Knight of Stampede a +1/+1 so she stays out of Lava Cool range. And then honestly, we could just give Zetalpa a +1/+1 boost. Makes it to where they can't play 2 Lava Cools on them. And we deal half their life total come next turn. So I kind of like that. They have to have an exile in blue and red mana, or a bounce. I guess I didn't really think about that. Oh well, we'll swing it with a Nikya, because they can't kill it no matter what. So, well, that's not true. If they had a shock in hand, they could. Well, there's the shock. Okay, so they're just gonna try and burn me out on this turn. That's a fair like game plan strategy. Actually, they can probably do it on in between like this turn and next turn. So maybe going with haste was what I should have done, right? Because see here they can play a Radical Idea, draw a card, Radical Idea. That's 4 more damage, and they'll have 1 more card, which could theoretically give them the kill shot here, which is super unfortunate, right? They could just have a Lightning Strike, a Shock here. So I feel pretty bad. All comes down to this. Good game. Good game. It's a shock. Alright, so game 3, we're also going to be picking up a loss to a burn deck, to a Gutter Snipe. That's unfortunate. But y'all did get to see the Zetalpa and the Zacama plays with, can't think of the goddamn name now, with Nikya. Y'all got to see the combos with Zetalpa and Zacama with Nikya, so got to see a lot of big boy dinos, so I'm not going to feel too bad about it. And this, again, this was one of my have fun with it videos, not my Road to Mythics, so yeah, I hope y'all did have fun with it. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below and a comment in the comment section for any suggestions you may have on this this deck, this video, other videos, other decks. Or if you just want to shoot the shit, y'all know I'm fine with that as well. If you're new here, consider subscribing. We're trying to hit 1,000 before the end of April, if at all possible. Would be lovely. And yeah, I think that's gonna pretty much do it. Now I'll either see y'all, as always, either later tonight or tomorrow. So thanks everybody for watching and sticking around. Y'all are the best, and peace.